You're watching the Spit or Swallow Beer Review with Shagdog and Jammer, where every sip counts. Hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe so you can always join for the next round. Cheers.
That's right, everybody. Welcome to the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Shagdog's back. No Jammer, but I'm drinking Social Fox Tumbleweed Hazy IPA. Social Fox Brewing Company out of Norcross, Virginia. Our signature IPA, refreshing hop-driven hazy IPA, showcasing fresh and juicy fruity hop flavors. A deceptively soft, creamy mouthfeel with a crisp finish, double dry hop with Galaxy, Azaka, and Citra. Almost the light glare almost look like feel with a crap finish. Crap finish. But Social Fox there he is. Looks like a spaceman, Space Fox. It's in space. I think that's pretty much on all their labels, I believe. But I got some well-sophisticated foxes behind me. So let's get into this one. Beer Advocate gives it an 80. It's a 7.1% ABV. But on the can here, it's got 6.5. So we'll go with the can. Let's do it. Let's get in there. What do you say, you foxy son of bitches? Huh? All right. There we go. There we go. Hopefully it don't go over. It doesn't look like it's going to go over. A little bit too heavy of a pour. 4-finger head almost. But as we're waiting for that head to go down, let's give it a look. See if we can. Cloudy. Some sediment. Yeah, sediment in there. It's another one. Man, I got to start looking at these cans in this place. I might have to drive to Columbia. I really hate to drive to Columbia, but can on February 10th, 25. So it's not real old. I mean, it's only a little bit over 8 months old. And you got floaties in there. I don't understand it. Maybe my beer closet isn't regulated temperature. Could be that. Anywho, yeah, so yeah, it's cloudy. Some floaties in there. The head's still retaining pretty good, actually. A little bit more than 3 fingers. Smells pretty good. Smells a little. Wow, that's kind of weird, actually. There is a little bit of a malty characteristic in it, but a little grapefruity, citrusy, maybe a little tropical. There is that almost that smell you get, the grainy smell you would get in like a White Claw or even some of the NA beers. Kind of weird. But it might be one of the hops, the 3 different hops they use, which they said is it's on the can. Galaxy, Azeka, and Citra. It might be the Azeka. I don't know. It smells all right. Let's see if I get through that head, then we'll pour the rest of the beer in there. Not very fond of floaties, but here's to it, right? Here's to you. Yeah, piney, citrusy, more of a citrusy than piney. And not a grapefruit, more of a tropical citrus taste to it. I did feel a little residue of those floaties in there on my tongue. Let's Googleize that real quick. Yeah, I should. New phone, I don't have chat GPT yet, so let's see if Google knows why. If I can get Google up. Why would a beer that's only about 9 months old have floaties in it? The beer is either a style that is intentionally unfiltered, hazy, or, I mean, maybe it's supposed to be some floaties in there. There's no notes on Beer Advocate about it. I mean, it says people reviewed it, but there's no grades in there, individual grades. Beer is most unlikely unfiltered or bottled condition. There are most likely yeast particles. So I'm fine with that. I'm just not a big float. I never liked floaties since I had them on my arms one time, and they're supposed to keep you afloat, which they did. But if someone tosses you in the pool, and a grown adult throws you in the pool, like an abusive stepfather, and your weight's going to take you underwater, and yeah, that was abusive. No, I don't think it was abusive. I think I probably asked to be thrown in. But I didn't know I was going to go underwater. Yeah, I was probably about 5 years old. Oh well, learn from your mistakes. Yeah, it's not great. It's not real bad. Not super hoppy, but for you people who don't like hops, it's hoppy enough. I wish they put the IBUs in it. Can they probably do? It's probably in small print. I can't read it. You could actually scan the beer. It's got a barcode thing on there, and let's scan it and see what it says. Turn on location. No, I don't want location. I'm still. All right. Scanning the beer. Just trying to go to their site. Tumbleweed is a refreshing hop-driven Southeast IPA. Southeast. Showcasing fresh, juicy flavors. And now they're doing pop-ups on me. With a crisp finish, brewed and double dry hop with Galaxy Centennial Azca and Citra. It doesn't say Centennial on the can, though. The name of the beer pays homage to the mural on our building. The mural titled Tumbleweed is a cornerstone to the alley. The mural narratives entails that Norcross is known for its red foxes, which could be known to be playful and mischievous unless they're rabid. The design combines the whimsical feel of play against a backdrop of abstractical elements. God, they're getting very artistic. Have intentionally from the artist, but are open to interpretation by the viewer. Other design subtleties include birds that represent positive omens of change and homage to Norcross. It seems like they're a little artistically woke in Norcross, or at least Social Fox Brewing. All right. The base malt is Simpson Golden Promise. Man, I should have pulled this up at the beginning of the beer review. Centennial Citra Azca Galaxy hops. Okay. Yeah, there is a little bit of yeast, peachy taste in there. And the yeast is hothead yeast. Get the rest of that beer in there. So, excitement abounds. Oh, I even saw a floaty floating. You can see them there. Man, holy shit, there was a lot in the bottom. I guess I gotta drink them. I hate fucking floaties. Ugh. All right. Yeah, some floaties in there. But that's okay. We're gonna drink it. A lot of it was sticking at the bottom of the can, so. Not real bad. Easy to drink. It just has a weird flavor to it, though. But it's not super hoppy, even though it has 4 different hops in there. It's pretty mild. I'd give it a B- on a swallow. There you go. Even though the floaties are a distraction to me because I don't like floaties in a beer, but what can you do, right? Let's just keep chugging those floaties down. Thanks to all of our viewers. We lost some back in the day on Facebook. They made an announcement: if you don't have 100 followers, you can't stream live on Facebook. And we only had 65 at that time. So I made a call on my own personal Facebook page. Hey, I don't know if you guys watch Facebook, or like, I don't know if you guys like beers or not, but we stream live on YouTube and Facebook, and Facebook's doing this, so you got to have 100. So we got up to like 165. So we gained like 100 followers within one day. So it must have been mostly my family and friends. So, but we're down to 135. So apparently 30 people of my family and friends don't like that shit popping up in their feed, I guess. Or probably watched this one time. I was like, man, what side of the family is he from? The good side. Yep, going back to Florida this year for Christmas finally. Haven't seen my little brother in 3 years, seems longer. But even last time I went, I didn't get to spend that much time with him because I think he might have been working part of the time then. And I think, plus I stayed at a hotel, but this time I'm going to be staying at his house at least for the first 3 or 4 days. I might get a hotel room for the last 3 days so I can sleep peacefully before I come back. Not bad. I'd recommend trying it. I like it a little fresher and be filtered or something. Get those floaties out. I wish I could get my own little filter thing when I pour it in case it does have stuff like that. I could. Let's Googleize that. I like that idea, Shagdog. I thought, what the fuck's all this shit? All right. The camera's up and a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what the hell all those picture things were. Let's see. If I have floaties in my beer, is there any type of device I could use when I pour the beer into a glass to filter out the sediment? You can use a simple, readily available device to filter sediment when pouring beer. A fine mesh strainer placed over a funnel into your glass. Fine mesh strainers such as a hop strainer or kitchen sleeve with very fine mesh is a practical and inexpensive solution for filtering out larger particles like hop debris, proteins, or yeast cells. How to use. Okay. This method could potentially aerate the beer, which might affect the flavors. So pour as gently as possible. Yeah, Jammer did that one time with an aerator, a wine aerator with beer. Poured it. I mean, I gave it a little bit of fluffiness to the beer. I don't know if it actually changed the flavor or anything, but yeah, let's get this beer down. These people are, man, thanks for watching, everybody. I can't believe I got so many viewers. Wow. When I'm jamming with you. Jammer's not here, though. He couldn't drink. So maybe next Wednesday, right? You know what Jammer will do, though, since I'm not here by myself, he might pop on tomorrow or Friday to do some solo videos. That's how he does it. Yeah. Anything else important? Man, Mondani won the mayor in New York. I can't believe it. I mean, he didn't win by much per se. Almost 200,000 votes, which is a lot of votes, but still, he is probably at 51%, 52%, no more than 53%, somewhere around there. Props to Staten Island staying strong with their Italian brother, Cuomo. I don't like Cuomo at all either, but he's the lesser of the two evils there. The guy Silva, I probably would have voted for him myself. I'd like to see him in there just to see what he could do. Definitely be a lot better police force in New York if he got in there. But we'll see what happens in New York with all these crazy ideas this fool has. I tell you what, all these liberals, the left that voted for him, if he actually cracked down, I mean, I don't think the mayor of New York has that much power, but shit, you never know. He can he do shit like presidents sign ordinances or whatever, Yeah, well, go ahead and build. Is he the one that signs off? Yes. Build 100 more mosques or crazy. We'll see. I think crime's going to go up in New York. I think he's going to cut down the police. Crime's going to go back up. It's going to exceed the previous 4 years, 2020 to 2024, where crime went up. In New York, it's going to double that probably. I guarantee it. People are so foolish with social shit. There's no benefit to anybody of that except for whoever's in power. They're retarded. We'll see what I talked to one girl from New York today. It was at the car dealership with me getting her car fixed. And she was from New York originally, New York City. I think she said the Queens or the Bronx. I forget which one. But she was like not happy with it. But she's a typical New Yorker. She was like, it don't matter. New Yorkers will stay strong and New Yorkers will stay and keep New York the way it is. But look at all the New Yorkers that have left New York City in the last 5 years. Now more people are going to leave. So you're going to have mainly the poor people that can't leave and the far left who are changing things. So it's going to be fun to watch over the next 4 years, see what happens. Now, I implore people that are Republicans on the right to stay and fight. Don't leave. Stay there and fight it. Go to the streets like the Democrats and liberals do. Protest. Let your voice be heard. Go out there in full force, You got to get like 10,000 strong at least. Or a couple, thousand strong, not go out there with 30 people. Because the left is going to show up. And what's really funny is supposedly, I don't know if that's who voted, if this percentage voted for the guy, but 30% of Jewish people, supposedly in the polls, were voting for this guy. A lot of homosexuals voting for this guy. If they went in true Muslim power, say goodbye to your homosexuality, you're going to be going back in the closet. You're going to be running around with rainbow flags and stuff. A lot of younger people in that category there don't know how good they have it. Back in the 70s, in New York City, it might have been a little bit, San Francisco, places like that, a little bit more open to that stuff. But throughout the whole country, you didn't see that stuff going on. I think one time I was in high school, I saw two dudes walking through a park holding hands. I was like, what the never seen it before in my life. And then when I was in the Army, I went overseas from 93 to 95. I came back in 95 and it was rampant all over. I believe it was because the government okayed it by saying, even though it wasn't allowed in the military, don't ask, don't tell thing from Clinton, it insinuated like it's okay to be it, just don't tell about it. Because it seems like a lot of them did tell about it and started coming out of the woodwork. The woodwork. I don't know if I want to do another beer review or do some karaoke because I got this damn karaoke site of mine. I never use it and I pay for it, so I might as well use it. I might save that beer for next week. I got a couple more Keystone Lights I could probably do my karaoke with. Anyhow, what I give this? A B- and a swallow. Let's go on some top 10. Top 10, folks. Shagdog's top 10 of the Spitter Swallow beer review. Since I'm drinking a beer called the brewery Social Fox, my top 10 foxes. Now, some of these are actually my top 10 foxes, but and I kind of lost it, so let's see if I can find it again. Oh God, gotta love having a new phone. I'm trying to learn everything on it. Top 10 foxes. All right, number 10. I'd probably put her ahead of the other one. Samantha Fox, British actress and model who gained popularity in 1980, especially with some of her songs. Naughty girls need love too. Yeah, I think she's a lesbian though. So Megan Fox, pretty hot back in the day, especially with first Transformer movies. Everybody wanted Megan Fox, but I think she's been tainted since then. You know, it was like Gunner with the Machine Gun Kelly or whatever his name is. Probably been tainted by some other guys. She's very well tainted. She probably wouldn't be on my top 10 list. But anyhow, number 8, Fox McCloud, a fictional character and the main protagonist of the Star Fox series, known for the flying skills. That was the old Nintendo 64 game. Star Fox, yeah, Fox McCloud. Number 7, Tails, Miles Prower, also known, that's his other name, Tails, from a fox character from the Sonic the Hedgehog series, known for his twin tails, and he'd fly by his tail. Number 6, I don't know this one, but it was on the list, and I left it there. Fantastic Mr. Fox, a beloved character from Ronald Dahl's children's book, known for his cunning nature. Number 5, you have to have him on here, Michael J. Fox. American-Canadian actor known for his iconic roles in Back to the Future and Family Ties, also been fighting Parkinson's disease, right? All these years, still hanging tough. Man, God bless him, right? What was the other show he was on? Something about he's a presidential aide or something. Forget, that wasn't West Wing. No, it was something else. Anyhow. Or maybe it was anyhow. Number 4, Vixen from DC Comics, superheroine with animal-like abilities, known for her role in the DC universe. I'm more of an Animal fan. I think Vixen has similar things to Animal Man. I like Animal Man better, but Vixen is pretty hot. Wearing a leopard suit with kind of like a Black Panther type character, but a woman and American. I think she's American. Anyhow, number 3, Vixen the band. Man, those girls had like one big hit, but they had maybe 2 or 3 other songs. Maybe that were released as singles, but everybody remembers Edge of a Broken Heart. They still tour. I think there's only one original member in the band now. I think maybe the lead singer. It might not even be the lead singer. It might be the bass guitarist or the drummer. I don't know. The original lead guitarist, or the one that was in the band during the glory years, died about 10, 12 years ago. She was pretty hot. Yeah. Anyhow, they still tour, you know, with the likes of Quiet Riot, the fake Quiet Riot, Stephen Pearcy band, you know, those type of things. Number 2, Britney Fox. I really like their first album. I mean, I don't like the whole album, but 3 or 4 songs off the album are pretty good. Philadelphia-based hair metal band known for their energetic live performances and songs like Fever. I don't know Fever, but Girl School, Long Way to Love, yeah. Save the Week, Oh Jane, whatever, yeah. All right, and number 1, Fox. This is my top Fox on the list here. Eric Carr, the Fox, drummer for the legendary rock band Kiss, known for his charismatic stage presence and his iconic makeup. I loved when Eric Carr joined the band and came out with the Fox makeup, but they look back on it now like, oh, but at least he had a different makeup. He didn't try to become the Catman. Now, Vinnie Vincent, his makeup was horrible, the white with the ink. I didn't even know that was a different person. I thought that was when they removed the makeup and they showed Vinnie Vincent on MTV with the golden Egyptian ink thing on his face. I thought that was, I never knew Ace Frehley was kicked out of the band, yeah. I was like, what, Ace Frehley change his face? Yeah, I thought it was Ace Frehley. Changed his makeup. But then they said Vinnie Vincent. I'm like, huh? No. Anywho, yeah, Eric Carr, great drummer. He's in Kiss from 81, 82, up until he died, 91, 92. Of course, he was still alive when Eric Singer took over. It was supposedly going to be temporary. But he had heart cancer. I mean, I don't think chances of surviving heart cancer. Let's Googleize it. What are the chances of surviving heart cancer? Stage 1, I mean, even stage 1, well, stage 1, 85% survival rate, so that's good. Stage 2, 60, stage 3, 35, stage 4, 10%, which isn't good, but is better than some other cancers, actually. I know, like colon cancer, I think stage 4 lung cancer, less than like 5% or something like that. All right, well, unfortunately, Eric Carr didn't make it, man. How the hell do you get heart cancer? But he was definitely a powerful drummer. He is more powerful than Peter Criss. He really banged on those fucks. But I like the, and matter of fact, speaking of Kiss, my younger brother did a lip sync contest where we lived in Pennsylvania. They had a roller rink, but they also had a little dance club section. They'd have all-nighter things, under 18 or under 17 dance thing all night. They've had a lip sync contest. My brother and about 3 or 4 other guys went in there. But these dudes dressed up as Kiss, but they actually had 2 drummers, and they actually had the equipment out there and stuff. They did a lip sync of some Kiss song. I forget what. It might have been Detroit Rock City. It might have been something else. But they had Catman, and they had a guy dressed up as Eric Carr, the Fox. And what was funny is I'm watching my brother and them do their friend Dustin was the singer, Get on the Dance Floor by Rob Bass. And my brother and the 3 other guys were like dancing. And they won too. I wish that was on video. But the dudes that were dressed up like Kiss, they had the high heel boots and everything, the big 7-inch high heel boots. I start hearing boom, boom, boom behind me. I'm like, turn around. It's all of them doing like a little sidestep dance while my brother and them are out there. They're like, doing their feet are pounding on the floor and they're clapping. But I turn around. It's funny. Just 6 dudes dressed up like 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dudes dressed up like Kiss characters. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I don't think there was anybody dressed up like the Ankh, Vinnie Vincent. Wasn't a very popular character. They probably should have done something different than that. Like, hey, let's put a Egyptian cross. That'll look good. That didn't look good at all. That was stupid. What they should have done, let's see if not Google, and I don't have my chat GPT on, but Facebook's pictures are pretty fast. Let's have Facebook come out with some scenarios. Oh, shit. If I could do my voice to text, I don't want to type shit out. Oh, give me 4 or 5 outlines of some Kiss makeup of some possible designs that would have been either better for Vinnie Vincent, or if the other guitarists like Bruce Kulick did makeup. I don't know if it'll draw it or not, though. Nah, it's just give me Vinnie Vincent's Vulture, black and gray bird-like design with a sharp beak and piercing eyes. The design could represent Vincent's darker and edgier persona. Bruce Kulick's Knight makeup, a medieval knight's helmet-inspired design with a silver and gold color scheme. That'd be weird. Ace Frehley inspired Galaxy, futuristic comic design. Okay. So they give some designs there, but yeah. Now, Paul Stanley originally had the bandit. He had like eyes that were like a raccoon or some shit, you know. And then Ace Frehley is the one that made the, hey, well, you're a superstar, you're a star, put a star in your eye. And That took care of that one. All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, and like. And God, another long video. Hope you enjoyed it if you made it this far. Shagdog Spitter Swallow Beer Review. We'll see you on the next one. Maybe next week. Ciao.